Welcome to the channel. You need to be aware from now on. The changes that already occur and are yet to come, can cause a lot of joy for some, but they can also cause a lot of pain for others. Support this channel. Objective: keep the channel on YouTube. Thanks for the support, patriots. God bless you all. The 15th of May 2021, worldview is not the same for everyone. You need to be aware from now on. The changes that already occur and are yet to come, can cause a lot of joy for some, but they can also cause a lot of pain for others. This is natural, as everyone understands according to what they can digest. The vision of each one will no longer be through the eyes, as they are part of a third dimension body. 3D is ceasing to exist, and this will happen in a very short time, making part of humanity difficult to absorb all these changes. The new vision will be made by consciousness. And it is from this point that we can understand that before, everything that the eyes saw, was in fact an illusion. Each saw according to their beliefs. They taught him that each object, each situation, represented something already known to everyone, because everyone learned the same way. Through physical eyes, one can see only how far the vision reaches, or as far as limiting beliefs allow. Nothing more than that. And so, humanity, in general, can never see beyond the horizon. Even with today's technologies, although shortened the distances and narrowed the world, little or nothing has changed for the one who has not broadened his conscience. Limited awareness does not allow reality to be interpreted, even when new situations occur. The mind does not allow it. It simply associates the new with the old, always within the old beliefs. It makes a poorly made arrangement, just to add something to something that already exists. The old belief cannot separate the old from the new, simply because it is more comfortable to follow the law of least effort. So, it is easy to deny what is not understood. At most, a comparison or a judgment is made, however, always bringing together the interests of each one. Limited consciousness obeys a unique principle. The first analysis of each situation or fact, is infallibly this: is this interesting to me? Does it bring me advantages? Will it favor or go against my personal objectives? Finally, limited consciousness is also limited to your egoic self. Already the expanded or expanded consciousness, it is never limited to the ego. It ignores individual selfishness and always analyzes the whole set. It puts all the facts and situations on a scale that weighs the collective. Their attitudes and interests are always focused on the whole. It is not limited to your individual, your family, your city, your state, your country. He makes no distinction, as he knows perfectly well that what benefits the whole will certainly benefit himself and his neighbors. The broader conscience always wants the best, as it does not see the limitations of the currencies, the walls that separate the houses, the individual social positions and the interests of groups, whether they are governments, parties, clubs, associations, etc. It sees first the collective possibilities, that is, cooperation instead of competition. The new earth that is already materializing will no longer accept any form of competition. You will not accept any conscience still caught in the limitation of your personal interests. You will not accept any situation where someone can take advantage at the expense of someone else's losses. The new earth will have an energy where everything will work for the whole. Cooperation will be the basis of new consciences. Ego will give way to unconditional love. Knowledge will be of no use if it is not directed towards new practices. Your work will do no good if you are not at the service of the unit. The tour will be of no use if you do not practice the being. From now on, your conscience will be the barcode that will identify who you are. Appearance, packaging, camouflage or any other subterfuge will not do any good, since there is no one to whom or what to deceive. Events will come in chains and intensely. Dominoes are already falling piece by piece. Yes, we will have a few years ahead where everything will adjust. The pieces that do not fit the puzzle will be discarded. The cleaning has started. The cleansing of the Earth's astral zones has been completed. The low places are being emptied. All that remains now is the Earth's crust, exactly the strip where the incarnates are. We will see clearly how energy cleaning will work. We will see personalities being removed, some with disbelief, as they were so cunning that they managed to deceive everyone all the time. The truth, the revelations and the justice will finally take over this planet. And limited consciences will have serious difficulties in absorbing so many changes. But those who have prepared themselves, will know and understand everything that is happening. They will also be committed to helping those who are going to clash with realities. We are at the dawn of a new day. And those who have scorned you so far, will be the first to ask you for help. Use compassion now, because without it, little or nothing will serve your services. The times are here. Anxiety and breath. The closer we get to the determinant events of the planetary transition, the more we are subject to experiencing severe anxiety attacks. In one of the previous texts, I wrote that the sensation that everyone feels now, is compared to the beginning of a great show, much awaited, therefore, so longed for. Even under the veil of forgetfulness of consciousness, everyone has a subconscious that knows much more than one can imagine. And it is this knowledge that is telling each of you, that the long-awaited moment is about to begin. The expectation increases day by day and everyone is already beginning to feel the natural palpitations that precede the big event. Hold the breath. Isn't that what the advertiser says, moments before the lights go out and the curtains open? So, even though no one is saying this on the microphone, the internal wisdom of each one, there was such an announcement. And the breath is blocked so that it can be released like a big oh. The difference between a closed theater and this broader theater of life is that in the first, the breath is held only for a few minutes, so it does not bring any worries or unpleasant physical or emotional symptoms. The second, and yes, the most important, since it opens not only the curtains, but the portals of the definitive ascension of the spirits currently incarnated on Earth. This show did not have to wait for a few days or weeks, but for hundreds of thousands of years. There is the difference. And you waited and prepared all this time. You have fought, you have won many times, but you have also been defeated at other times. You have been good on so many journeys, but you have also let yourself be taken along the tortuous paths on so many other occasions. Anyway, amid so many comings and goings, you got here and your chair in the stands was waiting for you. In fact, he waited for you all the time, because he knew you would come. It was written in the stars that you would appear on this scheduled date, and you would be entitled to watch such a show, because you deserved it. How difficult it was to travel this road of life. How much pain and how much suffering when going through the toughest tests. How much to give up various advantages that seemed impossible not to experience. But you fought bravely day after day, century after century, post-incarnation, incarnation. And now the credit is yours. All winners are already waiting for the curtains to open. But while the anticipation elicits euphoria, it also brings impressive anxiety. Such is the intensity that you feel its effects. That tightness in the chest, this anguish without reason, the heartbeat, the alternation of pleasant and totally opposite moments, that is, very unpleasant ones, in short, a disordered mixture of feelings and emotions that were not felt before. All of this is moving to the point of taking you out of your comfort zone. The anxiety you feel, is the summary of the infinite emotions that everyone feels at this great moment of the planetary transition and the rise of part of the earthly humanity. Most of those who experience this anxiety are part of the group that will now ascend. Everyone will see the planetary transition, including those who will not make their ascent. Therefore, even with different intensity, everyone is feeling this anxiety so present in each person's life. Those who do not understand the reasons for the current discomfort, will certainly have greater difficulties, including some health problems as a consequence. But you who have a better understanding, can prevent this from causing you greater physical and emotional damage. I am going to give you a breathing technique that will help you a lot in these decisive times of the transition. Now, if anxiety holds your breath, then you have to learn to let it go. When you are anxious, your breathing becomes short and fast. There is no time to oxygenate the cells, and this can cause other symptoms and even health complications. Becoming aware of this and changing the situation is the first step. The second step: sit comfortably with your spine erect, knees bent at 90 degrees, let go of your shoulders and close your eyes. Recognize your tension, observing that it always causes pressure on the jaw, causing the lower teeth to press on the upper teeth. In this state, the tongue is also always pressing at the roof of the mouth. Therefore, it inspires through the mouth, because in doing so, it forces the jaw and tongue to be loosened. That alone provokes relaxation. Being in this relaxation, breathe slowly and deeply, paying attention to the movement of your breath. Feel the air entering and descending to the abdomen. Fill the entire interior of your body well, to the limit. Hold a few seconds and then release, always by the mouth. Feel the diaphragm expanding every time you inhale. Feel how your chest and abdomen widen. Shut the mind and pay attention only to the breath. It only takes 3 minutes to get an extraordinary change. Do this whenever you feel anxiety, anger, fear, guilt, shame, stress, in short, when your energy is low. The air you breathe not only has the necessary oxygen, it is also a replenishment of pranas. Prana is cosmic energy. Without it, there would be no life on this planet. It supplies in the form of light, what food cannot. It will be the food for the bodies in the fifth dimension world. But we are already using this energy more and more, even now during the transition. By learning to breathe the pranas, we also learn to cure other symptoms and even diseases. This will be confirmed by all of them in some time. Pranas are being updated daily, including through chlorophyll in vegetables. In addition to air, water also receives updates. And in this chain, animals and humans are benefited as well. The moment is decisive for changes. Don't resist them. Get in the flow and dance on the crest of the wave. Enjoy the show. He is unique. Author Vital Frozy. Text written by Vital Frozy. By Vital Frozy, my mission is enlightenment. Thanks for the support, patriots. God bless you all. Thanks.